Hey guys, welcome to Rhino Feed. Today I'm going to do the review of the Samsung Series 7 Chronos 15.6-inch laptop. Now, my unboxing video of this was one of my most viewed videos, so I figured it was time to finally do the review of it. Now, first of all, the hardware is really nicely designed. It's not really a true unibody, although it is made out of metal for the most part. The edges are made out of plastic, so you kind of get the feel like it's borrowing the design from a 2008 MacBook Pro where it had like the outer edge made with plastic, but for the most part made out of metal. The trackpad is really nice. I found myself misclicking a lot, although right-clicking was easier than on a MacBook Pro's trackpad. I don't know why, but I did find myself misclicking, although it could just be me, as my dad did find it a really excellent trackpad. The Backlit Keyboard is really cool. They have not scrunched any of these keys down and yet still have crammed in the num key pad on the right. They've just narrowed these keys a little bit so they're not as wide. But everything else, full keys. They haven't, shortened any of the shift or enter or backspace keys. The only thing really tinier, although you expect it on a laptop, is the arrow keys. You have all of your media controls and brightness settings up here, really easy to get to. And other than that, the keyboard is really nice to type on. The chiclet style is so far the best in my opinion for laptops. The screen is really crisp at 1600 by 900, and being that it's made by Samsung, even though it's a matte display, the contrast and colors are excellent. They make really great TVs and even displays in smaller cell phones, and they do the same here in their laptops. Really great display. Now, I did find a few issues with this computer. First of all, in about 2 weeks when I actually put in an SD card, the sample SD card got stuck, which was really a pain. I had to go back to the store and they took it out within 10 minutes. It wasn't a big deal, but still annoying. And software is the biggest issue with this computer. They set up this hard drive with two different partitions, a 30 gigabyte partition for the software and OS, and a 600 something gigabyte hard drive for all of your data, which poses a problem if you want to install the Adobe Creative Suite, for instance, or anything really other than Google Chrome, because 30 gigabytes is extremely limiting. Gives you no buffer room for the OS to actually operate, so it runs really slowly. So therefore, I would recommend bringing this computer back and having them combine those two partitions for you, if they allow you. I don't know if Best Buy would let you do that, but the Microsoft Store does allow you to do that, and they help you out and fix it up all snazzy for you. Otherwise, I wouldn't mess with it yourself. I tried combining the partitions myself and I really just made a mess of things because of that 8 gigabyte SSD cache. And we had to bring it back to the store and they got everything fixed. But yeah, I wouldn't mess with the partitions yourself because it is kind of confusing with about 5 partitions and you just want to combine 2 of them. But then it gets confused because of the formatting and NTFS and so yeah. Now, when I got this from the Microsoft Store, they cleaned the OS completely, so there's no crapware, so it's really nice. Your story might be a little bit different if you pick it up on Amazon or Best Buy. But yeah, fairly clean install originally. However, there is one utility that is installed called the Samsung Upgrade utility. They do all the updates for your software and drivers. The problem is that includes a chipset driver, which automatically installs. We installed it just like anybody else would, and it completely destroyed this computer. We actually had to get a complete brand new replacement because there's no way, if the chipset is screwed up, you can't install an OS again. You can't reinstall the OS, you can't fix anything, just have to go, it's a big mess. So do not install that chipset driver at all. The last issue with this laptop is video drivers. Adobe Flash does not play well with this laptop. If you play a YouTube video in full screen, you will get a blue screen of death. End of story. So hopefully they update the video drivers and they fix that issue. But for now, for the time being, you're not going to be able to play YouTube in full screen. So that about sums up my review. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe, rate, and comment if you've enjoyed.